Hey, how are you? Welcome to another class. This is Douglas Souza speaking, and I'm really happy with the feedback you guys are sending, right? In relation to the first class, right, of Shopify, this free Shopify course, this free dropshipping course, right? E-commerce, how you set up your store through Shopify. I really like the feedback you guys gave me in class 1, and you can rest assured the videos will continue in this series. As I told you, it's a series. It has a beginning and an end, so you can rest assured that there will be several classes here. I'm sure you guys will leave these classes here with your store set up and consequently taking advantage of the other videos we have here on the channel, getting results, okay? So in this class, what are we going to do? We're going to go through a process of initial settings, okay, of the store. I'm going to explain a few things. Be patient, because soon we will add products, search products for those who already want to work. With dropshipping, we will also cover customization to create a clean and appealing store that sells well. I will explain various aspects of this process. In this case, we'll also set up the payment method. I'll recommend the payment method that I suggest for you, because you can't have an e-commerce without having a payment method, okay? A payment gateway that we talk about. So your customers can buy in your store and you can receive this money. So you have options for the customer to pay by credit card in installments, accept various card flags, bank slip, among other forms of payment as well. In this class, we'll do just that. Let's look at my screen, because I want to show you something very interesting. Here we are, where we left off, as you know, in this process of setting up our store and accessing this option here of virtual stores. It gives a theme option, and I even want to show you how the store is. I recommend using the debate theme, okay? It's what I like the most. It's the cleanest theme. I'm the most minimalist style. The whole store's background is white. I prefer this style, okay? You see there's a notice here? Look, the online store is password protected. Why? Since we're in this process of setting up the store, no one can access your store without entering a password. And this password, you can see this password in this option here. Look, in preferences. And here at the end, you can see, look, password protection. Look, you're seeing the password here. Look, there's a password here. Okay, and there's a message for visitors. This here is to give you time to set up your entire store, and for whoever you send the domain to, let's suppose that some visitor enters your store, which I think is very unlikely at the beginning because you're not investing in traffic, you're not bringing visitors to your store. But if that happens, they see a notice. Look, this store is under construction, this site is under construction, everything else, okay? But that's not exactly what I want to discuss with you. It's about time, all right? Yeah, you can find completely free themes. There are paid themes, but I do not recommend you investing in a theme at this exact moment, because it would be another investment, okay? In this case, besides Shopify, the domain, which I already explained to you, but hey, here is a library of themes, okay? Hey, access free themes. If you want to access this button and see other themes, no problem. Now, all the lessons here will be based, for example, on the debate theme, okay? Just for you to have an idea. And if we click on customize here, we will see how our store is. Basically, it will be all bare here, right? There won't be any information. Look here, see here, last nerd, it puts the name, right, of my regular store, right? And the image with text overlay, normal here. It's like this, the store is like this, totally empty, okay? But rest assured that in the next classes, we will customize all of this here, okay? But what do I want to teach you? To do some initial settings that are important, okay? You click on this online store option, then you go to preferences and, for example, homepage title, right? Which, for example, is the way it will look here in your browser. I will add last nerd and a meta description for the homepage to help with Google search engine optimization. So when someone searches for a keyword, you can be found by these people. I suggest not adding any information initially, because soon after you will find what will be the soul of your store, and you will create a really cool text here, okay? Here, image for sharing on social networks. When a person shares the link of your store, which image do you want to appear when they pull the domain of your store? So you can load, it can be a logo in this case, but since we don't have a logo yet, you don't need to put anything here. Google Analytics account for you. What is Google Analytics? You have more relevant information in a more metricated way, as we said, about the accesses you are having in your store. So you put the code, you create an account on Google Analytics and put the code here to have this information. Facebook pixel identification, okay? Pixel is a tool from Facebook where by putting it here, it will be able to optimize our ads to show to more and more nerds, okay? This is more advanced. I have a series on Facebook ads here on the channel where I explain in more detail about this. Check out the link I provided. It'll be valuable for you. As mentioned earlier, remember to use password protection. These are the initial small settings, like these, okay? I'm going to click Save, and I want to show some information here too, for example, in the general information. Clicking here personalizes all of this to your preferences. I recommend you to go through one by one calmly so you can configure in a more relaxed way, okay? For example, the store address. Store address, you can put your normal home address, there's no problem. If you don't have an office and are just starting out, it's okay to use your home address. Standards and formats, such as time zone, should be set according to your location. For instance, if you're outside Brazil, set the time zone for your region. The store's currency, which is crucial, should be set to the Brazilian real. These settings are personalized for each user. The previous class covered the details of each piece of information. What are we going to do now? We are going to set up our domain. Remember that we bought it, we checked if the domain lastnerd.com.br was available. So it was available and I was able to make the purchase, okay? And remember that I recommended Registrober to you. So it's the site that I recommend for you to register domains, but it's no problem if you register on other sites. But basically the setup will be the same, okay? Only the path will differ. I have a list of domains and lastnerd.com.br is available. The setup is simple. Just pay close attention. If you have doubts, rewind the lesson to avoid mistakes. This is a process that many people get wrong, and it's a simple process, but you have to pay close attention. So let's go. Next, how does it work? First, go to the online store option in your Shopify store. It will open these options here, see? And I will click on domains. See, you can see that my store is eastnerd.myshopify.com, okay? This is not the domain I want. I want lastnerd.com.br, which is the domain I bought. Simple as that. What do I have to do then? Click on this option here. See, connect existing domain. And it asks me to put the existing domain that I already have in this case. That's why I asked you guys to buy the domain first, okay? We go here, right? And I'm going to take the Lashnerd. I'm going to put it here. Oh, I put it here, okay? To connect your domain lashnerd.com.br, you'll need to go through a process. I'll click next and it's already entered here. Connecting your domain requires following a few steps, where you're going to use the information that Shopify is going to give you so you can notify the Brazil registry that your domain has to be connected to Shopify. Calm down. It may seem very complex, but it's simple. Stay calm, okay? What are we going to have to do? He gives an instruction here, on how to do this, okay? And the page that he's going to open, which will also be there in the description of this lesson, is this page here. Connect a third-party domain, okay? The third party is a company outside of Shopify. Shopify also allows you to buy domains there. But I don't recommend it. I recommend buying directly from registro.br. And what are we going to have to do? First, we're going to go back here to registro.br. We're going to click here on lastnerd.com.br. I'm going to click on it. And then it's going to open some configuration information here. What do I have to do? I'm going to click on this domain name system option here. In this category here, domain name system, and in this option here to edit zone, clicking here, it puts these two options. It's not here that I have to go. Pay close attention because it's not in this information that I have to go. When this information opens, I don't need to put anything here. What do I have to do? Click on advanced mode. It warns you're entering an advanced mode session and must be responsible. Everything's okay. All right, are you sure you want to make this change? All right, yes. Clicking here, this information will appear here. Don't worry, it may seem complex, but I'll teach you. Typically, a domain displays this information after a short delay. When you get to this option, a notification might pop up here. Domain in transition, wait a business day. This is normal information. Don't worry, your domain is still in transition and needs some time for the options to appear. Wait at least a few hours or a business day, which is the usual time for these options to show up. So what's the next step? Pay close attention to this, okay? Before using the new entry option, we need to retrieve the Shopify information to input here. What's the plan to do that? We're going to go back to Shopify, ignore all this. The option you're going to need is this one here. Configure your existing domain to connect to Shopify. This is what you're going to need. You have to locate this, okay? So what are you going to do? Your A record should point to the Internet Protocol address of Shopify, which is this one. I'm going to do the following. I'm going to copy this address and I'm going to record it. It's the A record, okay? Back here, I'm going to click on new entry and voila, a record, okay? You don't need to put anything here. I'm going to add the Internet Protocol address. It's already pasted here. Done. I'm going back to Shopify again, and the www.cname should point to this here, to this domain here. I'm going to copy, I'm going back there, new entry, I'm going to put www here and put cname here and put cname here. See how simple it is? Server name, I'm going to paste here the information that I just copied from Shopify. Add, after I did this, check carefully if you did it right. Don't leave this information vague because the configuration process afterwards is quite annoying to change later. I'm going to click save, it will load. And done. I saved the configuration and pointed my domain's registro BR to Shopify. When I open and configure my store, it should be lastnerd.com.br. I saved it again to ensure it's set. Now, let's go back to Shopify. However, Shopify didn't provide the instructions for what I need to do next. Check connection. Okay, I'm going to click here. It may take a little while for the connection to appear. Okay, it may take a while. Oh, still it hasn't gone yet. Then I keep trying, check again, I keep trying here because sometimes it can take a little while. Okay, stay calm that if you did this configuration correctly, sometimes it takes a few hours until Shopify will identify your domain, okay? Look there, do you see? It appeared, it took a little while here, but your domain lastnerd.com.br appeared, it was connected, everything is fine. But here it shows the secure sockets layer is pending. What is the pending secure sockets layer? You know when you access a website and there's a padlock indicating it's 100% secure, that it's verified? That's a digital certificate which shows that your site is indeed a verified site, a secure site, and that the information contained there is also secure and that the customer can access it without any worries, okay? This verification is crucial for the internet. Initially, it's pending, but it automatically updates within 1 to 2 business days for the information to reappear and get approved. It will turn green, indicating secure sockets layer approval, which Shopify provides for free without the need to purchase it. Well, once that's done, it's good for us to do a test, okay? Check the last nerd domain to see if the debate theme information is displayed. I'll access it now. It says opening soon, enter using password because I have the password. But it's already connected. You did this test and it's already connected. Simple, it's fast. The process is annoying yet fast, but it requires close attention. Pay close attention. If you have doubts, review to avoid mistakes. What's the next step? We're going to the settings option here and we're going to this option here. Oh, payments. Why? We're going to put a payment gateway so we can receive payments in our online store, okay? This is an annoying process that requires a lot of attention, but if you pay close attention, you won't be able to mess it up. You have to access here production credentials. You have to open this information and then it will open these options here. So what are we going to do now? We're going to go back to Shopify, access the payment options. It will load and here it already tells me you have PayPal as your payment method. I don't want to use PayPal. I want to use Mercado Pago in this case. What are we going to have to do here? I'm going to deactivate PayPal Express, okay? I'm deactivating it first, PayPal Express deactivated. And here, third-party providers, I'm going to select this option here, okay? I'm going to choose an external provider. It has several options here. Oh, several. Oh, and here's the Mercado Pago. I'm going to select it. Oh, the company's Visa, MasterCard, Amex, Diners, Boleto, Aceituelo cards too. And here, this is where you have to pay a lot of attention. Remember the information we got from Mercado Pago developers? This is where we're going to put account information, client identification, and client circuit. These data, they are 100% yours. Please don't share. As you can see, it's even a bit hidden there, so some people with bad intentions can't see and misuse my data, okay? What are we going to do? We're going to copy the client identification. I put it here, okay? All right, I'm back here again. I can even click on this option here. Look, to copy at once. Look, client secret in this case, I'll go back and put it here. See how simple it is? It's simple, but you have to pay close attention. Now I'm going to click down here on these options. I can leave everything marked. That are the payment options. I want to use all, okay? And activate Mercado Pago this way. Then I just have to come back here, update the same page of my Shopify payment method settings. And that's it. Mercado Pago is already enabled for me to use in my store. That is, with my products, customers will be able to buy through my store and pay through Mercado Pago, and you will receive your payments through Mercado Pago. Well, so that's what I wanted to pass on to you. All the links that I mentioned here in this video will be there in the description. Everything will be well guided for you step by step so you don't get lost. I know it's a more technical class, but this is important. You're only going to do it once, just once, okay? So don't worry about this in the future. And of course, there are several other ways. For example, the issue of checkout, we can talk much more ahead. We can do a live talking about other checkouts, but I recommend Mercado Pago, okay? For you
to mainly use.
For you who are a beginner, so I hope you enjoyed this class. If you really liked it, leave a like, share it with someone. It's very important if someone is wanting to set up an e-commerce through Shopify, share it. That's very interesting. If you landed kind of by parachute still, that landed in this class specifically. Watch class 1. This series is very interesting. It's very cool. I'm really enjoying your feedback, and I'm sure I'm going to help many people through this series. Okay? Big hug. Bye-bye.